All right, welcome back to The Obsessive Gardener. If it's your first time, welcome. My name is Alan. Today, all this junk here is for a reason, okay? And it's going to be to start a worm farm in this tote right here. And I'm just going to show you a real easy way to do it, a real fast way to do it. Some of these things you probably won't have, but you can do it your own way, figure it out. It's really not that hard. Worms are pretty easy to take care of. Doesn't take a whole lot to keep them alive and keep them happy. And I've been doing it for, I don't know, maybe like 5 years or so. So I'm just going to show you a real easy way to do it in this tote right here. So I hope you enjoy this video and I hope it helps you. All right, let's get started. Okay, so this thing is filled with water from snow and rain from the winter time. We got a bunch of snow recently, and then it rained and it got hot, and so it melted off pretty quick. Okay, so it's just a little tote thing here. No holes drilled in the bottom, nothing like that. And so the way I'm going to start this off is I'm going to use some shredded cardboard and paper bags from the store because I live in California, and apparently they went with those like eco-friendly compostable plastic bags up till this year, and then they switched to paper. In fact, I have a bag that I used recently in my house, a plastic bag that said "Save a Tree" on it. Save a tree. So anyways, apparently trees aren't that important because now we're using paper bags, but I think they're recycled, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so I use a cardboard shredder. It's basically an 18 sheet paper shredder, and you can stick cardboard in there. Almost all sizes of cardboard fit in there. So I'm going to dump this in as like a bedding in the bottom here. I'll show you what this looks like. So as you can see, it's just shredded up cardboard and paper bags. And here's some handles from the paper bag. I use a micro shredder, so it kind of cross shreds them too. So these nice smaller pieces. But I'm going to use that as a bedding. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all this stuff I froze in my freezer. And I'm going to just start throwing this in. I'm going to keep it kind of to one side, mostly. Just so the worms, if they're like unhappy with that environment, they can kind of just move to this side. So these are some frozen rolls, artisan rolls. So you can use these. So what you do is you just get them wet and then freeze them. There's some ice. Get them wet, freeze them, and the worms love this. I have all kinds of stuff. I got frozen cucumbers. I got a whole bunch of, what is this? I think this is honeydew. Yeah, honeydew, rind. This is like from last summer. So it's all frozen. Break it up a little bit. I'm going to toss that in there. So yeah, a bunch more cucumbers. Avocado husks. I don't know what you call them. Anyways, this is that compostable plastic, so it doesn't really matter. I've had worms will eat this too. I've seen it. More frozen cucumber. Onion. Yeah, you can put onion in there. Don't listen to those people like, oh, you can't put onions or oranges or... Oh, this is a avocado pit. They'll eat that too. You can put them in there. Like I said, as long as they can get away. I've never had any issues with like citrus or acidic, food, onions. If they can get away, if it's really bothering them, just make sure they can get away. If you're going to put it like on the ground, you could drill holes in the bottom of this. And if it's really bad, they can go into the ground. They'll come back because there's food in here. But honestly, never had an issue. Okay. Watermelon rind from last summer mixed with blackberries and strawberries and all kinds of stuff that they love. So all this is going to melt, obviously. Look at that beautiful brick of goodness. Frozen apples. Raspberries. Get in there. Frozen potatoes. Honestly, potatoes, yeah, you want to freeze them first because they'll start like growing and stuff. And when you freeze things, it like when they melt, it like breaks down the cellular structure. I don't know. I'm trying to sound smart. It's probably not working. But anyways, they get all mushy, and it makes it really easy for worms to just eat. Oh Lord, we got a bunch of these stupid frozen carrots, baby carrots. Whatever. Strawberries, cherries, frozen lemon. Take the sticker off that. You don't necessarily have to, but it's good etiquette. Blackberries. I'm gonna put I left some shredded cardboard out here over the winter. Okay. It was for my lasagna kiddie pool project. I'll do another video on that and I'll explain. Trust me. But the reason why I'm going to use this, because I don't want to waste it, is it's all wet. So I'm going to put that on top of the food. So that adds moisture to this bin, which the worms do need some moisture. They kind of produce their own moisture with their castings, but you do need a little bit damp at least. Okay. So that should be good. Coffee grounds free from Starbucks. I'm going to throw that on top. They love coffee grounds. Absolutely love it. Okay, we're almost done. Let's see. I'll cover that with just a little bit more shredded cardboard. Now you don't need a cardboard shredder. They're kind of expensive, especially an 18 sheet. I think it was like 130 bucks on Amazon. But if you're obsessed like me, you will make it happen. And it comes in handy too, even if you don't use it for this purpose. You can use it for composting, which I do a lot. Man, you mix shredded cardboard with coffee grounds, boy, let me tell you, some good compost. Okay, that should be good. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to use an old worm bin. Okay. There's a worm bin right there. Look at that. Still got some stuff. Got a mango trying to grow in there. I'm just going to dump that in on top. That'll add moisture. That'll add worms. That'll add microbiology to this bin. I'll bring you in for a closer look. Okay, so this is long overdue worm castings. That's okay. Look at all those worms in there. So they're going to love this. I'm going to spread that out over the top. Okay, easy schmeezy. But you can get worms online. I did at first, or I do sometimes. Look at that bad boy. It's got roots and everything. That's a mango trying to grow. That'll happen. But I don't live in a place where you can really grow mango. So anyway, so all I'm really going to do now is just add some more shredded cardboard to the top and then cover it up. All right, use some of this shredded cardboard. Spread it out. A little bit more shredded cardboard. Now, we'll go all in there. We'll make it fit. So the one thing about doing worm castings at home instead of like buying them online or at a garden store or whatever is like the microbiology. So you want the NPK, of course, from the worm castings, but the microbiology that's in the worm castings is like the best part. And then you add that to your plants. Oh, dude, they take off. I've had multiple pepper plants where they weren't producing at all, and they're having a really hard time, and they're looking kind of sickly or whatever. And I'd just take like a handful and just kind of spread it out over the top around the base. And then that plant will come back. Not saying it's going to happen every time, but what I've seen is they'll come back, they'll produce peppers, and they'll do really good. So anyways, so the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to cover this top. I might bring this inside, I'm not sure yet, but for now I'm going to leave it outside. It's like 70 degrees. It's March 12th. We're having like this weird West Coast heat wave, all kinds. Like next week is supposed to be 81 degrees. 81 degrees. So I mean, that's pretty amazing. Usually it's like snowing and freezing and ice everywhere and just, you know, all that kind of stuff. I live up here in Lassen County, California, which is northeastern California. And yeah, the winters here can be pretty brutal. But for whatever reason, God decided to give us a heat wave in March. I'll take it. All right, let's cover this up. Let's see if I can find some cardboard. Oh, there's some. Just going to cover this bad boy up like so. It's kind of wet, but oh well. Let's put like some rocks on top to hold that down. This will also help keep critters out of here. We have issues with like skunks. I'm pretty sure skunks are what do it. I've seen them get into the compost pile and different things, and they're looking for worms and they'll eat them. So I'm gonna cover this up. I'm gonna leave it here for now. I'll probably move it. When it starts getting cold, I'll probably move it inside. But anyways, thanks for watching. I will keep you updated. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe for more content like this. And have a great day.